We're back. You're listening to GTFO Radio. Get to the fuck on radio. I'm Miss Stacy. I got Kitty Cat.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Kim and Zach.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
We're talking, well, really alternative life.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit of everything. I am one for not labeling stuff because it's just life.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you have to give it a label so somebody understands what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
We've never figured out
Yeah.
what label to give it, so.
Yeah.
That's the other reason why I don't label anything. I don't know what it's
100%.
called. I just do. Gets me into trouble a lot,
Yeah.
as we know. So the other two clubs, really quickly, I do know that Adore is open Fridays and Saturdays. And I do know that Rendezvous is open Fridays and Saturdays. And I know that they were running, I believe it was every other week, a Thursday night called Mr. Club R.
Yeah.
And that was an all-man's party. So, yeah. And I don't know if they're open another night. I know there was some conversation, but I don't know what has materialized there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of freaky people in Calgary.
So, but keep in mind when you go to the clubs, really, it's you do your homework, do your research, pick the one that works for you because there's 3 and they all probably work for you. You just got to figure it out. And really, what happens is you fill out you read the websites, fill out the form. You get an invitation, and the other two clubs, you got to go online and set up a profile.
Oh,
We do
okay.
things a little different. And you come in, you do your paperwork at the door at our club. There's you do it all online. And then you get a tour, and you just downstairs is just a couple of drinks. You have a few drinks, you have some good laughs, you meet some cool people, you chill. You don't have to be naked unless it's bare as you dare and you really want to be. That's up to you, not me. But it's you don't have to be naked, but you can. It's up to you. Most people aren't. I will tell you that. Most people dress sexy. That's about as far as they go.
That's
Panties,
so funny.
whatever they want to wear. That's a sexy thing, or in
Yeah.
the theme of that night.
Yeah.
And people chat, they visit, they get to know each other, and if they decide they want to do something, then it's okay. They can go, and if they don't want to, they get to say no, and it gets to be accepted because without having to explain why you don't
Yeah.
want to play with that person.
Perfect.
So it's a pretty straightforward situation, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sometimes couples just go play with themselves. Like they don't want to play with anybody else but each other because
really?
it's just a
Just
sexual
different.
charged environment, and they get that opportunity to
Yeah.
be together, right? Some people have kids at home, so sometimes it's a little tough to be loud because 4-year-olds in the room next to you,
Yeah.
6-year-old standing at the door yelling, "Mom!"
I dread the
Crazy.
day.
Some issues are going on
Yeah.
there. Been there, done that.
I don't even have kids.
God,
Sometimes
my
my
kids are
dog
older.
just sits outside the door and
Oh,
whines.
yeah.
Stop.
I got one of them.
This isn't sexy. Go away.
Yeah, we have to put our dog away, otherwise he tries to like
he
lick
just like
assholes and
lies
stuff.
on
Right?
us and
Yeah.
that's so just
Yeah, that's the
stares. It's like
struggle.
stop. Look
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
We have a really shitty bed frame, so sometimes if the bed moves, he gets all excited. He's, what are you
Yeah,
guys
you
doing?
playing with me? What did you just do to mom?
So
Yeah.
funny.
I can see that.
Yeah, oh my god. It's a struggle.
Yes. So
good.
yeah, but that's what they're about.
Yeah.
They're really just a good time.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all it is. Anyway, I know I kind of stole your show here for
No,
a second,
that's okay.
but I want to hear the stories.
I want to hear the stories. I'm sure you guys have lots of stories.
Yes.
So,
what would you
can
like to hear
share?
first? Our first?
Our first threesome
was hilarious.
That's always a good
it
way
was-
to start.
It was pretty funny because it was actually one of our friends or whatever, and it was just like spontaneous. And
Those are
But-
sometimes good.
Yeah, but tell them, like, before we went out, we were supposed to go out. Like, we didn't have plans with anyone really. We had friends. Oh, we had plans with the girl to go out just randomly with her. No, nothing happened or anything. But we got in this huge fight before we went out. I don't remember what it was about, but we were like, "Okay, we're still going out."
I'm pretty
So
sure
I
it
was
was
like-
about threesomes.
It probably was. And then, yeah,
'cause
it probably
we had
was.
never had one before.
Yeah.
'cause
And I like cried out. It was like a bad fight. I redid my makeup. We're like, no, we're going out. And I was like, okay, we're still going out to this one girl. And like, it was just us 3 going out. And then we like go back to her house. And nothing was going to happen, right?
No, we like went to sleep on the couch and started banging on our couch. And then I just said, what about blank?"
this one?
Yeah.
I was
And
like-
she's like, she got mad for a second. She's like, what the fuck? And then she goes like,
I was like, maybe
well,
she would be good.
it would be a good idea. Like, at
Because
least
we
I
trust her.
her.
She's my friend.
Yeah. So
So we
then,
asked, and she's like, sure.
Yeah.
And
And then so like, it even like to this day, like if I feel like Kim's not like
he's
into
just
it,
in his head.
like if
Worried
Kim's not
about
into
what
it
I'm
and
feeling.
worried, yeah, if I'm worried about what she's doing, like I'll fucking start to lose my shit for a second. So I go like probably 98% mass, and she's just like,
He's talking about his boner. If no one knows.
I love how I don't think anybody, like, that wasn't very low-key. But,
I know.
so anyways, she starts, like, freaking out. She's like, you've got 2 girls.
Why
Like,
the
why
fuck
the
is your
fuck aren't
dick
you
as
all the way
hard?
hard, blah, blah.
I was getting
And
so bad.
I'm just like, Kate, you're going to make it go away. You're gonna stop. Stop.
Scaring it.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah.
So the
He
other-
knows you're talking about him.
So then the other girl kind of just
Scurried
like
away.
walks away.
Yeah. And it was just like,
It did happen for a little bit, but then it was like, okay.
yeah, she just got scared off.
Yeah, that was
And then, like, Kim was instantly fine again. Like,
just
just
like, shit, get her
She's like,
back.
"Oh, I'm
I was
done."
like, why did I get
Yeah.
so mad? But then it was like, okay, time for bed.
But you know what? Performance anxiety is big.
Yeah.
Right?
Well-
And especially for guys, it's a real problem.
Mm-hmm.
We've been in situations, I've been in situations where it's like, it's not going anywhere. And you're like, okay, well, let's just go have a drink.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
But it happens.
Get in
And you
your
can't
head.
get upset. You just kind of go like, and that's exactly what it was. One of the guys in one of the gangbangs I did here a while ago, his comment was, I was in my head and I had to get out of my head. And
Yeah.
once he got out of his head, one of the better guys
Yeah.
by far. But he had to get out of his head.
Totally.
The first
right?
time me and
100%.
Johnny had sex sober, because we met on a party bus drunk as fuck at Stampede. And I was saying that should explain it all. But the first time we tried to have sex sober, it's just like, it was just supposed to happen. I was like, so offended. It never happened before. He's like, I just really like you. You just don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was
That's-
me too,
Performance
actually.
anxiety.
that-
Performance
What?
But it's
anxiety.
true.
What?
It's true, totally. Yeah. It's just scary. I guess I don't get it. It's like,
you guys just gotta lay there until.
yeah, really. We can just like
No,
lay there and
actually,
make
I
magic
fluff.
happen, and it's all good.
I've done porn. I know how to fluff.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she has experience for days. So.
But it's well, I wouldn't say that, but it's true though. Yeah, it does. They get in their head, and it can with women too, right? You can get into your head, and then next thing you know, you're just blowing the threesome or the
Yeah.
foursome or the
Oh, yeah.
fivesome or whatever it is that you got going down.
If anybody's
Pile
in
of
their head, it
people.
ruins
it's
it.
Yeah.
done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta just go with it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Definitely.
yeah.
And then you guys were supposed to be on Dr. Phil as well, I heard.
Yeah.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, like we got drunk one night, and like the girls hadn't the girls hadn't told their parents, and they were just terrified because the first time we told Kim's parent or Kim's mom, she was
The
just
other
lighting me up
girlfriend,
forever.
yeah.
And so the other girl obviously never. This is her first like
Anything,
lesbian experience or
lesbian, yeah.
anything, and so Kim, when we went to bed,
Yeah, I was the only one awake, and I was so drunk, and I
she
was
was
just like,
wiped
"Fuck, I'm so bored." So I was like, "Oh, I'll message Dr. Phil and see what he thinks about our relationship." And literally the next day at like 1:00, it was like
We had a
LA
message from-
calling, and I was like,
She was
"Oh
too
my
afraid to
god!" I was
answer
like,
it.
I can't answer it." And it was like Dr. Phil's like producer or whatever, like being like, "Hey, we have an opening on Wednesday." It was like literally a week. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, this is too soon." So we kind of like talked about it, and
yeah, it ended up the girl, like our girlfriend, she didn't want to put her mom through.
yeah, she was
finding
all
out
for
on
it
that
at
and blah,
first,
blah.
and then it was kind
But
of
like that would have been great. Like I'd be
Yeah.
a mumble rapper now.
But we think it was because it was like she was doing some shady shit.
Ah.
So-
oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. So
That
because we didn't
happens.
know, like we thought she was we're all faithful and whatever, but we think something else.
There was some extra stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Mhm.
And again, and you know, that depends on the relationship too, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
you know, you can have a threesome and everybody's free to go do as they please, but, you know, as long as everybody knows.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, like our first girlfriend that we had, like it worked the best because like she actually had a boyfriend, but like
Nice.
yeah, so
kind of a boyfriend.
kind of a boyfriend or whatever. So it was whatever. She could do whatever she wanted. Like we
Yeah.
could do whatever we wanted, but like we were still more
Telling
committed
each-
to each
yeah.
other
Fun
and
with
stuff.
each other, right?
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
did stuff
Yeah.
together, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what's going on with me, and I don't want to say her name on the air because I don't think she would
I
want
know,
it.
Yeah.
I
But
know
like
who it is.
this girl that I'm seeing, she's actually married. But like whenever we're like together, she's like, "You're my girlfriend." It's like, okay, just keep making me
That I
talk.
think
Just
that
keep
works the best.
Yeah.
Making me talk
But it's
Yeah.
perfect because like when we're together, and it's
Totally.
cool and it's fun. But like she can do whatever she wants, and we
Mhm.
can do whatever we want.
Yeah,
and
just
it's
full
cool.
honesty and
Yeah,
everything, and you're
it's
fine.
nice. Plus, like I'm married, and like I'm lazy sometimes, and like. I have like a hard time staying awake on my couch. Like I don't want to like put an effort to date somebody.
100%.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It is. there is, right? It's more than what people realize.
Yeah, because you think you're done with like finding a girl and finding a guy, and Zach's like, you gotta text these girls back, like they're girls, like you need to text.
Kim
I'm like,
is
no,
so
I don't.
bad.
Yeah, I don't
She
want
doesn't
to.
respect the
Yeah,
process
like
at
Zach,
all.
do
guys
it.
are like that.
Yeah.
She doesn't respect
I already
the
got
process.
my husband. I don't
Yeah.
gotta put in any more work with anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also really bad for, like, if I'm not putting in the effort, like, Johnny will, and I'm like, well, like, you're texting her before you text me. I'm stupid like that.
Yeah.
Even Kim gets like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But you know, it's true though, because it happens all around. That particular scenario comes out quite often, on both sides, whether it's a male or female.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you'll text somebody and they don't text you back, and then it's like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're like, really, right? And it happens all around. I've had it happen. Or some people, you know, you text them and they don't, and then they want to know everything about you, and then they ghost you, and you're going like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Or tell you that they're going to meet up with you, and then, like, you're sitting at the place you're meeting, and they're like, oh, I'm not coming.
That's
I'll
brutal.
fucking kill you.
I've been stood up.
I did my makeup for
I've
you.
had been asked fantasies and given hints of what they might be and been ghosted.
Oh. What
I've had it come to my house right now. I've had just about everything and anything. And I have a girlfriend that she lives the same lifestyle I do. And she finds her own dates. I make PJ go find me dates. But she finds her own dates. And the stuff that we talk about and she tells me, it would blow your mind.
Oh, I could imagine.
Just the bullshit that she puts up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, my favorite are the creepy guys on Instagram or Twitter being like, well, it's just not fair that, like, your husband gets to enjoy other women.
Oh,
and you
barf.
don't
We
to
get that
enjoy
all the
other
time.
guys.
Yeah.
It's like, actually, I'm completely satisfied
Yeah.
with the dick that I get. So
Yeah, and it's like it's for both of us. Like when we're having
Yeah.
threesomes, like I'm not like gonna suck a little dick just cause.
Oh
like,
my God.
it's like-
And I wouldn't expect you to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask you to do that for me.
There are boys that do that.
yeah, which is fine, but
fine,
it's not
All
my
the
deal.
power
So
to
it's just
you.
like
Right?
it's no longer a 3-person thing. Like if
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
one guy getting to rail my wife while I'm just chilling on the other side.
eat popcorn.
Yeah.
Want a high five, bro?
Eiffel Towers for
You
days.
just got to learn how to make that scenario work.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's my
So
favorite.
funny.
Because they do work, and they work well.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I just, the creepy people. Or like, oh, you
But
should
there
do
are
some more
creepies,
photo
yeah.
shoots with
Oh,
like
yeah.
other guys touching you, and like, oh, does your husband know? Does it make him jealous? It's like, can you just block?
Yeah.
Or like people trying to like call me on Instagram. Just
Yeah.
Oh.
We actually got a
Calling-
guy on Instagram like asking to be like our slave. Like
Slave.
it's
Ah,
like it was
yes.
essentially a sugar daddy that he wanted to be for the both of us, but he
He
wanted to call
referred
it
it
a slave.
as to our shopping slave, or like just his bitch essentially. He said.
personal assistant or whatever.
Yeah, he just acted like he had all this money, he's gonna buy us stuff. But then he was like, "Oh, I'll buy you all your lingerie and your underwear." And I was like, "Okay, get me a purse and then we can talk." and then I found out he was from like my hometown, and I like sent it to a girl that I knew, and he's like, he's sending me the same stuff. So I was like, "Okay, bye, we gotta go."
And also, he was
Bye-bye.
obviously not loaded.
Yeah,
because
he was just
he was in the
weird.
process of buying a house. He had a stock car, like not even the like.
Oh God,
Just
that's
a
guy
base
talking
model.
here.
Yeah, if you want a sugar daddy, you want one that's got money.
Well,
So
yeah, that's where we're like,
that
okay, like,
helps.
but he didn't want anything from it. He just
he
literally.
wanted to be. He's
humiliated.
Like, yeah, he's like,
That's
you
what he
need to
wanted
reject
out of it.
me. You
Yeah.
need to reject
He's
me.
like, it'll be for your husband. You like your underwear. Only you and Zach will see. Like, I don't want anything from this. I was like, okay, sick. Like, buy me some
awesome,
shit.
No problem.
We could save some money, go on trips.
100%. I was just gonna get him to buy her purses. I
Yeah,
was gonna
like-
return them and buy myself some more turbos.
Didn't work out. Didn't work
No.
out. This guy was a freak.
Oh man,
So-
I almost got two
Happens.
chasing summer tickets and like a locker and like VIP just for like a nude picture. I was like,
What?
There you
oh,
go.
oh, I could make that happen.
Right? If that's what they want, just the
Yeah.
picture, sure.
No, that's fine. You want to pay for Mexico while we're at it? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots
Crazy.
of that's a whole other
Yeah, that's a whole
gamut
other
lifestyle
Mhm.
and whatnot. That it can be profitable.
Yeah.
But there's work. You have to work it. It's a job, and you got to work it.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
bet.
what people need to understand about
Mhm.
that. So we've had Kim and Zach with us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thanks a bunch. I know you guys have some social media, and I know Kim is has like an in-home beauty.
Yeah,
I don't even know what-
skincare kind of
Skincare,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have any social medias or anything like that you'd want to throw out so that people can check you out, or just your personal page.
I would love to. My Instagram is XOKimBeauty, and that's like my personal and my skincare kind of, and you can link to my other page, but that's my main one.
Mine's like my Swelfies.